Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Wormer, and this is my first ever playthrough of the 100 line. We're on the second scenario, and I don't know what day we're on. I never really know what day. I think it's like we're in the 80s anyway. We're coming close into the final days, but we just had an amazing bonfire party, so let's see what happens now. Oh, we wake up under, that makes sense with the birds. So we woke up under the, outside. We slept outside. That's actually kind of nice though. Camping and stuff like that. But I guess it's one night just getting to sleep under the stars. I open my eyes to a blue sky unfurling in every direction.
Oh, that's right. Last night.
It's not, again, if it's warm, if it's that there's a bit of crisp air in the morning after camping or something like that as well. I've only been camping a few times, but when you look out in the sky and it's still a bit chilly, but it's not terrible. There's something very nice about that. We talked until I was almost dawn, then decided we wanted to see the sunrise together. It was so nice that I decided to lay down. I must have dozed off. My foggy brain turned idle thoughts in my head, and I got up. I felt a strange presence behind me. What? I quickly rolled around only to see something that made me doubt. What? What?
How?
Wait, no, I just started. Wait, just now? Where was the alarm? How did they get here?
You invaders truly do resemble us in some way.
This is another commander. We thought we got rid of all the commanders. There's one more commander here.
But it is appalling that you would fall asleep and leave yourselves defenseless in the midst of a war.
Oh my god, look at the fear on Takabi's face, by the way. Look at this.
You seem to be the leader of the squad. Everything could come to an end while you take your little nap, you know.
Oh my frick, who is this? Is this a commander? But how? We should have killed them all. And why didn't the alarm sound? What's going on? I was completely overwhelmed with confusion. This is a crazy moment to just wake up with the commander sitting down beside us, tearing us down as well. What the hell? Oh my god. Shion. Takumi, get back. Shion's words finally brought me back to my senses and I quickly leapt back. Imagine just waking up, the beautiful daylight's out here and a commander's just standing there. Those flames, you truly are the second coming. You're really alive. It's been years. Again, Shion was a kidnapped child at the time. You know who I am? Oh my god, never just waking up. I'm down already, I'm trying to get some sleep, Kaku. You're a lackadaisical bunch. Lackadaisical bunch, to be sure. You're on the battlefield now. Huh?
An enemy! There's a freaking enemy!
Yeah, imagine
here!
just waking up and seeing this. How'd he get in here? The alarm didn't sound. Why? Alarm? What are you talking about? Yeah, what happened? Everyone wake up, it's horrible. The enemy got past the alarm system.
No!
And he's right there, but how did he get past the alarm system? How? What's happening? How did this guy get through? Wasn't there a tunnel system before, but that would still set off the alarm, right? The only thing I think of is that he came from the far up in the sky or under. Yeah, remember there was a tunnel system. That he went straight through the undying flames. Through them? How would he do that? If nothing disturbs the flames, the defense system won't detect it. You walk through the flames? As you were debating, the others showed up one by one. Who the hell is this guy? Pretty brave of you to come charging in all by yourself. I don't think he has any fear. Is he really by himself? He didn't bring any lackeys with him? I dislike those things. They go... He's not even gonna have, minions with him? That woman is deranged for using them in battle. So, again, a lot of people have the same opinion of Vestius, is that she's crazy, that they call her deranged, that they say she's terrifying, right? She is, clearly, an enemy to her own people at times. That woman, do you mean Vestius? I don't like her either. She ousted me from power. So he was the original Supreme Commander? What are you talking about? That one ordered to destroy this place. What? I wanted to know how the situation has changed in my absence. More importantly, I wanted to learn about you.
Prepare for battle. All will be understood when we cross weapons.
Oh my god! But he said she ousted him, which to me leads me to believe that it was a a power struggle that he lost. That he was a commander, maybe the Supreme Commander. With that, the commander turned away and put some distance between us. Or maybe he had another powerful position. Who is this guy? At any rate, it's time for a defensive battle. Protect the school. Right, that's right. We took our infusers from Saray. Saray just had them ready. Which makes sense. He already went to grab them as well, in fairness. That makes sense as well. Holy hell. This is always a crazy scene. Oh, like it's never gotten old once. It has never gotten old once watching the scene. Oh my god. Eito's back in this one as well, by the way. Eito pushing up his own glasses again. The Gaku hat. The determined look of Takumi. Man, that's a crazy way to like introduce a new commander. Honestly. It really is.
God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength. Blood of my bond, release!
And this is him becoming a, like, what is he doing? What is he gonna be? I know they changed, but what is he gonna become though? Wait, that's the original one, right? Isn't that the thing that killed Darumi that time? Or like it looks like it.
I am Dahl'xia, paragon of warfare.
Warfare, so he's like,
I'm an old-fashioned man. I need to fight someone to understand what they're up to.
get an assessment of us. At least he's like the creature that we fought originally, right? No, maybe not similar. Paragon of War.
Take up your arms. Show me just who you really are.
Here we go. And he doesn't use those minions either. Dahl'xia. The Paragon of Warfare. We were all on just one side. I'm very worried about
Who
this.
is he? I thought there weren't any commanders left.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be. I never saw him in my previous 100
Right,
days.
so that confirms it's not the original one.
I never heard anything about him when I was on the other side either.
That's very worrying.
But doesn't he kind of look like the one we saw at the very
Yes.
start?
Thank you, Kako. Okay, I'm not crazy.
You're right. He's the spitting image, I'd say.
Yep, the first one. The one that, like, originally killed Darumi that remember before she got revived.
We've got no way of knowing how strong he really is. Everyone, fight with caution.
How many waves? How many waves? If it says one wave, we're done. We're donezo. We're probably going to get destroyed by this thing. Yep. I think we're done. I think it's already over. And he has 99 of shield. What the
Let's
hell?
do this.
And he always has a counter as well. One. Okay, it's over. Yeah, this is 100% a. In fact, I actually think we might end our turn because I think this is a scripted end.
You said someone looked like me. Did you mean Merv?
Mervum.
It's only natural you look alike. He carries my blood.
He carries my blood.
He was my son.
Oh my god! Now we have sons and families.
Who'd have thought we'd be fighting a legacy commander? Then, did you come to avenge him?
He was a warrior. By standing on the battlefield, he was prepared to die.
Right. Okay.
But he was still green. I was not pleased when that woman sent him out to
Oh
fight.
my god, they're showing like emotions of like I didn't want my son to fight in this battle. Yeah.
I have my clues, but I'll keep it to myself. Allow me to take your measure first.
So like we said, Vicious is an enemy of the people of Futurum, and like he's like once again we knew this is true because again they're real living people. You know, they have their own loves and families and all this stuff, but again you hear it again, it's like his young son was sent out to fight in this against these invaders, and he disagreed with it because he was so young. And that makes sense. That makes so much sense why you would disagree with that. So much sense.
Not bad. As expected from those who slaughtered
Again, I always do, not that I like it emotionally, but I like that they always make sure to reference, like, you have slaughtered so many of our heroes. They don't let these characters forget that the path we're on now is a horrible one.
He's way strong.
Yeah.
Our attacks are hardly doing anything to him.
It seems like that's part of his ability. That might be what got him through the wall of fire.
He has like an ultra defense, a real ultra defense.
So he's even immune to undying flames?
That's insane. That's insane.
That's some remarkable defense. He's like an upgrade of me.
He's an upgrade of you, and Moko has a massive amount of defense.
Throw as many warriors as you wish at me. I will never break. Let us resume. This isn't all you got, is it?
Oh man. Like what? Like again, it's a curveball that's been thrown at us once again, right? Where now not only do we have like this family man, you know, a guy fighting back against the invaders, right? Of the paragon of warfare, but also like we found someone who can like legitimately is immune to undying flames, or at least unbreakable in front of undying flames. Which to me is like, we've been taught to like, you know, avoid them. We've been taught that they're bad. We've been taught, look, only 1 damage. It's crazy. Like, you know, that's like, you know, this is definitely like a scripted thing, right? It has to be, right? It has to be. So do I end my turn and see what he does, or like, do we just keep fighting? No, the game. Oh, here we go.
Everybody, use my power. I'm going in. But is that even gonna do anything?
We don't know. That's the thing. The undying flames don't hurt him.
We won't know unless we try.
Yeah, but I don't want Shion to like, you know, waste his energy and be so tired afterwards for nothing.
And we're running out of options. We may as well play the ace up our sleeve now. You're right. We're just gonna have to give it a shot. Shion, take it away.
Oh man.
I'll handle this.
300 voltage to the secret weapon, Shion.
Leave it to me.
Again, I just feel bad if this doesn't work as well. I already feel bad for like Shion, like, you know, when he gets so tired after this stuff. 1 damage.
I see. So this is the power of the second coming. It is indeed right.
Love the voice actor for this guy as well.
But not enough to singe me.
Not enough to singe. The word singe is like when you like get like, it's like something gets burnt at the edges almost.
No way! Even Shion's attacks
That's
aren't
crazy.
working.
An undying flame attack that's supposed to basically destroy this entire planet can't even hit and like get through his defenses. And now we're back to square one again. Like I can impact stab for as long as I can, but like I think we just end our turn. See what happens.
So this is it then.
We were nothing. We were nothing. We were nothing. Unless like it actually changes depending on how you fight there. Like if like we fought more, would we have gotten like maybe something changes down the line? I don't know. But we got some BP from it, which is cool. But still, like we got BP for basically getting destroyed. Not destroyed, but like for a war of attrition almost. I get the gist of what you're all about. What the hell are you doing? Why'd you de-transform? Hold on, doesn't this give us an opening if we all go for him now? No, hold on. Why would you stop me? I wasn't sure myself. I think I was overwhelmed. As a mere ordinary human, I couldn't help but be cowed by the dignified conduct of this line of a man standing before us. All of you, you're holding on to sadness and confusion, fighting despair from deep within the faintest glimmer of your hope in your hearts. You're not at all like that wicked and cruel invaders I was told about. They're not wicked or cruel, just unsightly and smelly. Oh, Ato.
Oh?
Quiet you. I want to hear it straight from your source. What are you fighting for? Well, in their own words, they're not fighting for humanity. They're fighting so they can have their own lives. Coming back from death after death to fight again. Do you live solely to fight in this war? That's such an interesting question. Seeing someone come back, destroy all of our people, kill all of our heroes, and then still fight after all of this stuff. Why are you doing this? Do you like fighting this? Are you born just to fight in this? That would make you no different from those abominable combat organisms created by that woman, so they're created like that. I already didn't associate Kako with the relevant canon father. I loved it as he was top priority. Honestly, and it makes sense. So that's how you refer to them. Too, cannon fodder, guinea pigs, slaves, playthings, just, oh my god. He's saying, like, you were saying what you, the way you described them is how Veshtis describes them. Oh my god, you consider that sense of superiority to be something like wisdom? I suppose all living creatures reach the same endpoint eventually. He's dressing us down. What are you talking about? Are you trying to make us surrender? If we do, we'll all be killed, won't we? Veshtis would never allow us to live. Then shouldn't you simply accept death? What?
Don't be ridiculous. We're not going to give up on life. We swore we'd all survive this.
Oh my god.
That's what pulled us out of our despair. That's why we...
Wait. My vision lurched to the side. There was a loud thump. When I saw the great blue sky unfurled overhead, I realized what had happened to me. Oh! What? What? Just like that? I heard Nozomi's voice in the distance, then everything went to red. Get him in the Revivomatic now! From red to black. Get him in the Revivomatic now! Please! My whole world was enveloped in darkness. Please get him in there now! What the hell? Mid-conversation, I'm fighting for us to live. Oh my god. Because I heard this, like, the kind of squelchy sound. And I thought it was like someone like... I don't know what it was. It sounded like when they said that there was a lot of thud, I was like, is there someone like coming up beside us? Finally, I can think again. How much time has gone by? A whole day. My head ached as if it was being bludgeoned by a blunt instrument and endlessly drawn out agony suffocated me. Dude, you got your head chopped off. And then it all suddenly eased off. Abruptly, I came awake. I was in a familiar place, my room. Holy freaking hell, man. Takumi. That is rough. And again, even though we're revived, right? What that does to your psyche to have your head chopped off mid-conversation, you know what I mean, as well? A showcase of power as well. Takumi. Nozomi? Thank goodness you're awake. Are you okay? Yeah, but what's going on? What happened to me? That strange commander did it. He lopped your head off completely without warning. Yet mid-conversation. Of course, we brought you back with the Revivomatic as soon as we could, but then you wouldn't wake up. Takamaru and some of the others brought you to your bed. I see. I decided to stay beside you just in case something happened. That is so rough. Like, what? Like, we thought we defeated all the commanders. We thought we had no, like, surprises like that left. But that's what Veshtis meant. I will have some surprises for you. But I didn't know it was going to be another commander who has the presence of, like... I don't want to say a demon, right? It was more just, like, the presence of, like, something, like, so powerful. I'm so glad you're okay now. But what happened to the Dahl'xia? How did the battle go after I was gone? Like, I don't know how you even come to terms with that. How did the battle go after I was gone? We better go to the war room before we talk about that. Everyone's there already. So everyone's already in the war room, probably prepping for stuff as well. Are you okay? Can you walk? Thank you for your concern, Nozomi. Yeah, I'm fine. Come on, let's get going. Nozomi and I made our way to the war room where the rest of the team gathered. This is, like... That would damage my brain forever. I'd be done. I'd be so done. Everyone's eyes snapped towards me as I stepped into the war room. Takumi, you finally got your ass up. How wonderful. Are you okay? Yeah, no problems here. Sorry for causing concern. Dude, you're apologizing. You got your head... It's crazy that, like, we've been through so much that, like, it's still, you know, obviously got, like, these characters have gone through so much and it still shocks them and it's still so painful to witness, but, like, it's like, oh yeah, I just got my head jumped off. Sorry for the cause of concern. My premonition showed me you returned to us. I knew you'd be okay. Thank you, Kako. Thank you for checking that out for me. I was prepared to modify your body in the event you didn't wake up, though. That's, to me, when Yugen was saying that, that is, like, the same as someone, like, you know, patting you in the back saying, like, you know, I'll help you out. Anything but that. More importantly, what happened with the Dahl'xia? After he chopped over your head, he left quietly all on his own, and then quietly, just like strolling out. Honestly though, like, here's the thing as well. Like, his son was killed in a war, in an invasion, or fighting back against an invasion, right? His son was killed fighting back against, like, people trying to take over his planet. And the like, this calm and, like, calculated like hatred towards, not hatred, but like this calm and calculated nature of like how he like doles out his punishment. Like, it's like that equipped with the idea of like his hatred for Veshness. It makes this like such an interesting character. The cold and calculated nature, the care for his son, the hatred for Veshness, such an interesting character almost instantly. Quietly? He seemed pretty confident he could just kill us whenever he wanted. He probably just strolled away. He said the matter with his son is settled now and he can be back. And he'd be back. Then he left. Wait, so he took Takami's head getting beheaded as like as an eye for an eye? You're lucky all of you lost was your head. Being immortal and all, I bet you barely felt a thing. No, I definitely felt something. Dying is the worst feeling ever, and that's the thing that we always have to remember. It is a horrible thing to die, and I think they've had that conversation multiple times here as well. It wasn't too nice for us seeing a friend getting decapitated either.
Oh.
Miss Kawana puked like a fountain all over your severed head. Honestly, like, this game is like, that situation is so horrible. I think, like, I'll move on from this comment. Honestly, it's one of those things I don't know how to think about that.
Yeah.
He's kidding, right? Of course he is. Obviously. Haha. Poor Tsubasa. I can't believe there's still another commander out there. Talk about rotten luck. Who was he? He didn't seem to be a fan of Veshness, at least. Maybe they're part of an uneasy alliance or something. It sounded like she's forcing him to do stuff as well. Because earlier before, we had a commander as well who was like, oh, Veshness is crazy and she's forcing us to do all this stuff. She's killing all of us, you know? Whatever Dahl'xia's story is, he's a powerful foe. Our attacks hardly put a dent in him. Is it impossible for us to defeat someone like that? We have to. Only losers think about losing. He said he'd be back, right? That probably means we'll be fighting to the death next time. And again, there's only 12 days left.
Yeah.
Well, lucky I thought so little of you guys to give you time to prepare. Now you can trade up and face him in peak condition. But you should rest for today. That goes for Xion too. Okay, how are we going to do this? We'll need some kind of plan, right? Who needs plans? It's all about guts and glory. What the hell are you sighing about? If you weren't a girl, I'd slap the look right off your face. Well, honestly, look. Listen. She's sighing because, again, your personalities are so opposite. So opposite in this age. Please don't let's not threaten violence with each other at all. We move swiftly on. It's clear this commander is unlike any other of the previous foes. You're gonna have to be ready for anything. But how? He was unlike any commander we faced before, and it's not just in terms of strength. Yeah, it's in terms of ability. It's in terms of like the demeanor, his reasoning. He had a different attitude from the others too. Yeah, he even let us go when he had a chance to kill us. He wanted to get our measure. It sounded like he disliked Veshness and seemed to be testing us. But none of that changes the fact that we have to kill him. We can't just surrender and choose death. We're going to have to fight him and win. After the meeting, we all split up to contemplate our strategy for facing Dahl'xia and went to our ruins to repair. Oh my god, but how? How? Like, how do we do this? How do we break through the ironclad defense? I don't have the foggiest idea. Yeah. If we can't defeat this final commander, we're going to die without ever getting to Veshness.
Hey!
We swore that we fight and live on. We can't die either after getting this far. We need to come up with a way to defeat him somehow. Time flew by as a desperate tried to think of a plan. Wait, is next day again? Oh my god, 11 days left? There's 11 days left? We could... there's a possibility we might finish this game, finish this route this week, right?
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine.
I've also seen suggestions, by the way, for other routes, by the way, and like stuff like this as well. And I don't know what I'm doing. I think the best idea, as always, is two things, right? It's I will, when I end the series, what I'm going to do is, or end this route, what I'm going to do is I'm going to assess how I feel, right? Because usually, like, say if we ended like before I have to record any more episodes of this, that's always a good thing. Let's say if I get to the weekend when I don't record Saturdays and Sundays, so like I'll get to the weekend or something and I'll figure out like if like I'll see how I feel. I'll also see how you guys feel, right? That's always a good thing too. And then I think, let's say then I go, well, I want to play more, right? I want to play another route now, and I go do a Darumi route. Right, I will do like the first 2 or 3 episodes, 3 episodes of a Darumi route, maybe 3 or 4 episodes of Darumi route, and then by the 4th episode, then I would know like again like how you guys feel about it and how I feel about it. Does that make sense? It's kind of like because I think that like that's always a good way of doing it, where it's like we'll see how it goes, right? We'll see how that goes, and we'll assess how like people are into it and how like I feel about it too. Because I don't think there's never a good idea to make plans on something and promise something before you get even to the finish line. It's like, when I finish this race, I'm going to this place and do this. You know, it's like, well, get to the finish line first, you know, then we'll figure it out, you know? I think that's a good way of going about it, because I love this game dearly. I really do.
Get ready for humanity. Stand.
It's a great game.
glory to-
But we'll figure it out. We'll figure everything out. There's no rush. And I don't want to ever like put pressure on this game either. It's just like we're having a great time with it. It's a beautiful, beautiful game. I've been thinking about our problem nonstop, but I wasn't even close to a breakthrough. I'm starving. I guess I should go to the cafeteria. Here we go. 11 days left. Oh my God. We're going to the full 100, right? There was doubts like a few days ago, but now not anymore. Everyone's a bit downtrodden, I think. Everyone in the cafeteria look completely dour. So anyone have any good ideas to take on Dahl'xia? Sorry, I'm so useless. All I do is create waste and take up valuable oxygen. Shoma, come on now. Now we're just gonna have to confront our opponent head on. Strong style, no cheap tricks. So strong style in wrestling is a term that's usually in Japan. That is to do with like strong style wrestling. Strong style wrestling is usually like wrestling that is like very impactful. A lot of elbows, headbutts, front-facing strikes, very tough. It's all about like, you know, endurance and, you know, sometimes you'll even let someone hit you to showcase your endurance as well. It is like a very like hard-hitting, you know, kicks, elbows, like all the stuff that's like very direct to like parts of the body that are meant to like really, really hurt. And you might be like, well, Calvin, that's just wrestling. Well, no, like legitimately in wrestling, it's like illegal to use your closed fist. That's illegal. You're not supposed to use your closed fist, but people still do it anyway. It's like you'll get a warning from a ref, but people still do it anyway. Wrestling is suplexes, you know, submission holds, all that stuff as well. Then you have like high flying wrestling where like people are jumping off the ropes and doing flips and stuff like this as well. You have submission style wrestling, people on the ground doing submissions. You have like grappling, people are grappling, you know, like moving around the floor, you know, trying to like get a better position with each other. You have deathmatch wrestling, which is like, you know, light tubes, barbed wire, all this stuff as well. You have just hardcore wrestling, which is like just weapons and things like this too. You have, then if you're talking about like, you know, strong style, it's literally just like hard impact hits, you know, to each other. It's really, really hard impact stuff. Yeah. So sorry, just to explain that there. Yeah. He got the jump on us before, so we didn't have the spirit in us. Next time we'll show him what's up. Big sigh. You're so opposite. You're so opposite. Like again, she seems like the character is like, you know, it genuinely reminds me of like, the haiku characters. I'm not gonna say who because I don't want to spoil anything, but there's two haiku characters that are so opposite to each other, and like one of them just hated the idea of guts, you know. Yeah. How about you change your genders real quick so I could pop you? Dude, like, it's okay, right? You're opposite. You're totally opposites. She's gonna side in most things you say. Man, what rotten luck. We shouldn't ever want to hit each other. I can't believe there's another. Well, sometimes people do deserve a slap though, don't they? Like, no, obviously I'm not saying now, but I'm saying sometimes. I can't believe there's another super strong enemy I have to deal with on top of Veshnis. You said Dahl'xia looks like the first commander that attacked this place, right? We were at the other campus back then, so we missed out on that. Yeah, they looked almost exactly alike.
Please, I beg of you, don't kill me.
And this was this moment, man, with Mervim. I remember Mervim begging for his life. He was just a rookie freaking commander. We killed the commander after he begged for his life, and now we have to face his father. Yes, the consequences. The consequences of this type of stuff, this violence and these invasions. This is something that happens in real life as well, by the way. You attack a nation, you invade a nation, and usually what they say is you think the kids will grow up to be hateful of you, right? But in this case, it's like, no, like the family is getting like revenge for what happened to his son. You know what I mean? Like this is like a direct consequence of something we didn't know, by the way. The characters didn't know that this is what was happening at the time. But at the time, you know what I mean? It's yeah. His ridiculously strong, practically invincible father. Maybe that's karma come back to punish us. It's something. Ain't our fault. We only killed that Mervin guy because he attacked us first. The problem is, Takamaru, right? Whilst I understand everything has happened, like, now we've made the decision to fight them. You know what I mean? We've made the decision to fight against the Futurum now. So, like, you know, it's almost worse, isn't it? It's almost like kind of like we knew what we did was bad. And now we're going to do it again. You know, we're not doing the direct thing again. But now we're going to be fighting another commander again, and Veshnis and the future people as well, you know? But Dahl'xia's not like other commanders, is he? He's hostile to Veshnis too. I think a lot of them were. I think a lot of them didn't like Veshnis. Couldn't we try work something out and end this war peacefully? You think the guy who chopped up Mr. Suma's head is just going to be call it quits and sing Kumbaya? Don't talk about beheading. It's all coming back. But surely there's a chance we could talk with him. Saray, please. No way, how can any future trust us at this stage? Same goes for us after everything that's happened. We can't trust them either. But I wonder if after he killed Takumi, when he said, okay, I did what I had to do for my son, would there be like a different perception then where he's like, okay, I got my revenge, basically. They might even pretend to be peaceful to deceive us. That happened in your future, right, Sumino? You're not wrong. Oh, that moment as well with Ima. I would never let an enemy get away. Your death was decided from the start. But that's Veshtis though, right? I don't know, it's all rough. It's all a rough situation. So we're stuck fighting until one side is completely wiped out? I know it's brutal, but what war is it? Especially when the survival of an entire species is at stake. We'll never be able to join forces. It's them or us. And again, like, I do count this as another bit of Saray, like, whilst what he's saying is not wrong, I think it's gonna be very difficult to, like, ever, like, make peace with them at this stage, even though, like, again, my decision would be to end this war and just, like, and end this invasion and not, and just, you know, leave it. Obviously, that would lead to us dying, right? For sure. That would be my decision. But it is true that they're not going to let you live, at least the perception you have now. But I do think, like, Saray is enforcing the same ideas that he's always enforced, which is like, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, which we do have to be weary of sometimes. You've already made up your minds anyway, haven't you? And again, look, this here. Look, again, Saray, you're not the commander anymore. You're not the commanding officer anymore to me. You're not. It's Takumi. Well, even if we wanted to try talking, we'd have to weaken him first. But figuring out how to do that is the problem. Our attacks hardly affected him at all. Maybe if Shion gave him everything he had, we could get somewhere. We might have a chance if he fights at full power, but relying on that alone is risky. He's been a little unstable lately, too. He's not even here today. A way to do some damage to this ultra-tough commander. We can't scratch him from the outside, so what if he killed him from the inside instead? Interesting? Sounds like Yugumo has an idea. Yeah. Please, tell us. What do you mean? Kill him from the inside? You said we found a way to attack an enemy from the inside in your last timeline, right, Takumi? Right.
I looked into it and found that Commander DNA has some strange cells that are clearly different from regular humans.
Yeah. Wasn't it that thing that helped Ima at the time? That Nozomi used?
I succeeded in formulating a poison that attacks those cells. Call it a bioweapon that only works on commanders.
It's still crazy that Yugumo created a bioweapon. I don't care what anyone says. like if you think about it, it's like Yugumo created a freaking bioweapon. Are you suggesting we use poison? I've actually already begun researching it. I'm developing a virus that only attacks cryptoglobin. I was able to extract all kinds of fluids thanks to Eva and her willingness to help me. Right. And again, it's insane that he was able to create this. It is. Yeah. All thanks to all kinds of fluids. But similar to the ones you told us about, this won't have any effect until the target ingests a large quantity. How did you get the enemy to consume it last time? Nozomi sacrificed herself at the time, or like attempted to sacrifice herself. Last time we used it on the commander that absorbed Ima and the others. And yeah, 100%. And that was a very different scenario. And she got absorbed intentionally. I see. Since it only works on cryptoglobin, the effect should be lessened for Nozomi, since its power is weaker in her. We're fighting someone else this time, so we can't use the same trick. In that case, I'll have to try altering the poison so it can be transmitted by other means. Do you think you'll have time? Well, there's no telling what By the way, can I say as well, like, it's such a small thing, but like, I love the way the characters interact with each other in this game in terms of their conversations. It's a very, like, it feels very natural in a sense of, like, just like, Ima just being like the one to be like, will you have time? And like everyone else giving their input, like, oh, would that even work? It's like, it's like a very normal conversation. You'd have different people speaking up at all times, yeah. If push comes to shove, we might just have to cram in someone with poison right down his throat. In response to Takuma's suggestion, everyone gazes towards Saray. Yeah, it'd be Saray. Why are you all looking at me? I don't know what's going on, but you're all on the same page, so I can't. It can only be a good thing. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna put the poison in you and put it down his throat. You can let me help. I'm not sure how useful I'll be, but still. Thanks. It'll be quite heartening to have you as my assistant. I'm gonna check on Shion. I'm worried about how he's holding up. But take me with you. You might not be able to hear me, but I want to let him know that I'm there for him anyway. I adore that Tsubasa has this connection to Shion. It's very sweet. As you wish. Let's get going then. Nozomi and Yugumu left for the biolab while Tsubasa and Sarai headed for the defense room. The rest of us decided to prepare for the impending battle. 11 days. The two have got poison handled. I'll just have to do whatever I can while they're working on it. I've got to use whatever time we have left wisely. If we can't defeat this last commander, we're not going to survive. Free time. So I'm going to use my BP first of all, but let's check the bonding ranks, right? Let's check the bonding ranks of this thing. I'm going to check the bonding ranks. So 5, 5. I think that's painful. I think we could probably get everyone, right? But I guess like if in terms of who I'd find like most interesting out of all the characters to get, I actually might. I don't have a problem with Yugumu. I think at some point I'm gonna have to put my money where my mouth is with Shoma, because I have had a complaint that like Shoma's character, once he like steps out of the story and like his visions and like his relationship with Ava, like he is kind of like like sometimes just like only talks about the self-deprecating stuff, when like his character like at the start made me cry, you know. So like I think like at some point I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and be like, you know, not bite the bullet, but you know what I mean. It's gonna be like I'm gonna have to, you know, how do I say it? I'm gonna have to, you know, put my money where my mouth is. It's if I'm saying that his character feels like one note sometimes because of the way that you know, he was so interesting and there's moments of interest, but then he goes back to just being like self-deprecating, then I should do his bonding event and, you know, realize that. But I think the thing about Shoma's character, I don't want to downplay completely. I think one of his character's traits as well is that he is like one of the most tormented characters with all these memories and stuff, because as well he does have that. But you think, you guys, what I'm saying, it's just like a lot of times when you talk to Shoma, like even like if you talk to Ima or Kako, they will have something to say like about like everything that's going on around them. Same with Gaku, same with Takamaru. They all have like some, you know, something even like as a personality insight. And the issue is that Shoma usually will be like, he'll say something that starts off like, man, this invasion is getting really difficult. It's almost as difficult as being around me. And it's like no, the first part you said was like so good. Keep that. Stop being so self-deprecating. But that's his character. And again, I don't want to ever like shame him for being self-deprecating, right? Ever. But I just mean as a character, you know what I mean? He went from making me cry to something else. So Yugumu definitely likes to sign the torture stuff, right? I don't know if you still have it there, but there was like an Iron Maiden. We don't have enough for it. What are we missing? Oh, we're missing a lot of textiles, so we have to go do some exploration, actually, to get some textiles. Because this would probably be the last bit of exploration we do, unless there's like a skeleton would be good for himself. Would he like a skeleton? We can, you know what we'll do? Like I could look up the list, but I'll save the game. I'll save the game. It seems like he would like a skeleton, right? It seems he would like a skeleton. And if he does like a skeleton, we won't even have to do the exploration. Would be good for us then. Because there's other stuff here like replica infuser, which is that okay? Yeah. Briefcase. Torture restraints. Again, textile. So I wonder if he doesn't like the skeleton, then I'll reload my save and we'll go exploration then or whatever. Wait. Oh, we can't talk to him right now because he's working. Okay, so we're gonna have to do something for Shoma. Yep, putting my money where my mouth is with Shoma. We have to see what Shoma likes though. I'll get up the list now. It's actually not hard to get up the list. I was just like, okay, if we know he probably likes skeleton, but yeah, let's get something up for Shoma then. Eternally thank you for the person who gave me this list here. Gift. Let's see here. Is this it? Yes, it is. Perfect. Yugumu does not like the skeleton, so we're gonna have to do some exploration for that as well if we want to do that. Shoma likes protein powered dumbbell. He does like the skeleton actually, so we give him the skeleton for some reason. Okay, Shoma, you can have the skeleton. Perfect. Whereabouts was it again? And then give it to Shoma Ginzaki. Yeah, no, it's just like, again, it's not going to be his full character, right? But, like, I feel like, again, it's putting my money where my mouth is. It's like one of the situations where, like, I haven't done his bonding
You're
rings.
giving something so awesome to useless bug poop like me? Thank you so much.
See, this is why it's heartbreaking. It's like, Shoma, like, I wish he wasn't so down on himself, you know? I wish he wasn't. You know? Because, like, again, he's, like, not, he's not a bad character. He's not someone I ever would hate or anything like that, you know? I just, like, would, like love to get more insight. I guess, like, that's what we're going to do. Obviously, we can't get his full character. We're going to get his special extra bonding rank. How you doing, my gal? But still, so we have my gal Darumi. I wish she was here. I would have loved doing bonding events with Darumi. Okay, so I'm thinking we upgrade Shoma, maybe? Due to the defense mode, because we use that a lot. If we can get one more bit of voltage when we use defensive mode, it actually would be very useful for us. A Mega Punch. Is this a good idea? Maybe we'll check something else as well. So, Gaku? We don't have enough for this stuff either. We should have been upgrading this stuff as well, because now Gaku is like a little bit behind, which is unfortunate. Because like he deserves to have like a max rank crazy shot or take this would be very good. Tsubasa. Oh, Eito. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Eito. If we're using him in this battle. You know what I mean? Like if we're utilizing Eito in the battle, as I said, you know, whatever agreements or disagreements I have with Eito as a character, you know what I mean? He's part of this team and we're going to integrate him into this team. That's what's happening. Okay, let's go to the Gift-O-Matic and let's give another thing to Shoma as well. I don't know how much free time we'll have, but like we have like 11 days left, which is actually crazy when you think about it. It's actually not that lot at all. In fact, like I feel like 11 days in the last game. Actually, no, because 11 days did last long because I think like day like 95 and 96, if I remember, were like huge days. You know, and then like the last few days were also huge days. So we'll see how it goes. Just to get interaction with Shoma, right? Just to get some more interaction with Shoma. Oh, he's in the bathroom?
You're giving something so awesome to useless bug poop like me? Thank you so much.
It's just the way he says bug poop as well. It just makes me go like, oh, Shoma, please, like, please. Because again, you are worth it. You've saved us so many times. You're so useful in battle. Please. Please, Shoma. Please. You're so useful in battle. It's crazy. He's actually like one of my most like utilized characters, I would say.
At ease, soldiers.
For sure.
Another day. Get some shut-eye and take care.
Another day gone. Day 100 is almost here. I'm sure Dahl'xia would strike any moment now. The alarm could go off at any time, so we gotta let our guard down. Don't say that. I spent the night shifting between shallow sleep and alertness, doing everything I could to remain cautious. And so I ended my second attempt. I love the way he says second attempt, by the way, because he knows that this is all kind of like a bit not good. Oh, now we get these illustrations.
Time to rise and shine.
I would love these as stickers. I would love them as stickers, or like pins or something like that, or like keychains. Like imagine having look at Gaku's big head.
Wowee! It is your 90th day of active service at last, Defense Academy.
Wow.
The time humanity has longed for is almost upon us. We're really in the home stretch now.
True.
In 10 days, you'll have your happy ending, and all of you will become heroes who saved humanity. Oh, that's right. Messages of encouragement have been flooding in from the people
Oh, here
on
he
the
goes again.
satellite.
Here he goes again.
If you're interested, I'll be happy to share them with you.
Again, I'm so glad that's one thing. Like, cause again, obviously, like, you know, I'm on the route that I wouldn't have picked. To get the kind of ending for this scenario. But like, I'm at a stage now where like, like, it's like one of those things where, like, I'm so glad at the very least our characters aren't, like, you know, adhering to this manipulation stuff, you know. I was so tense all night, I hardly slept at all. But that's just the kind of situation we're in right now. I'd better get here to head to the cafeteria, yeah. So we're probably gonna have another free time day today as well then. That's fine. Which I don't mind. They're in the lab still. I didn't expect to see Shion anyway, but Yugumu and Nozomi aren't here either, yeah? Gakko has a very shocked face. Tsubasa's blushing. I wonder what's happening. They must be busy working on the poison. Hey, did you hear this morning's announcement about the messages for the complex? I wonder who said that. They could be idols or actors, bro. It's nobody you know. You don't have a single friend in the complex. I mean, none of us do. Don't bring that up. No, literally, legitimately, Gaku, none of us have friends in the complex. Legitimately nobody. It's not an insult to you. It's kind of depressing knowing none of our memories are real. Friends, family, all of it. It is. It's very, very sad. I never did have friends, so... Hey, you have us. We'll be besties forever, even after this is over. That's a lovely thing to say, Moko. Thank you. Great, just accepting it. Just accepting it. I love it. But the end is really coming. It's already day 90. I don't know if I'm ready to say goodbye to this school yet. I've spent most of my time here, either off campus or in a cage. By the way, how did you spend your time when you were with the invaders, Mr. Otsuki? You want to hear about that? It's a long tale of adventure and intrigue, you know. We'll pass. Sounds like a waste of time to... Honestly, Hiroko, like, it sounds like a very interesting story. You're all aware we still have 2 challenges awaiting us before day 100, yeah? Wouldn't it be best if you concentrate on overcoming them? Oh, God. Shizar's right. The days ahead are going to be harder than ever. I, for one, need to be more on guard than ever since the alarms don't work for Dahl'xia. Which means I can't stand around here flapping my jaw. I'll be heading back now. You're always just showing up out of nowhere. At any rate, we need to get ready for our next battle. I sure hope Yugumu and Nozomi managed to rework the poison in time. We have to trust that they would. There wasn't anything the rest of us could do about that. We ate a light breakfast, and I ate light breakfast. Did my Irish accent coming out? I ate light breakfast, and I went down the stairs, and I got a cup of tea, and I fried some sausages, some eggs, some rashers. I did. I put a bit of fried bread on the pan as well. You know, you gotta. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms. I just went to hash browns a little bit as well. You know, didn't mind that at all. And I drank my tea, I did, and I noticed outside it was getting a bit nippy, like a bit of cold. And so I went outside, and Jesus Christ, like the sun was actually splitting the rocks. I couldn't even believe it. Enough of that. Enough of that. It wasn't cold at all. There's no sense in just waiting around for Nozomi and Yugumu to finish. I need to do what I can in the meantime. So we're gonna, the Shoma thing. What should I do today? Let's go max rank Shoma's extra conversation, right? Shoma, I'm coming for you. What? I'm coming. Shoma, I am arriving at your door very soon. You are in trouble. Shoma, young man. Shoma, you are in trouble. Shoma. Please talk to me. Shoma. Shoma, we're going to have to kill you. No, we're not going that far. Where's Shoma's on here? There you go. So it should be max rank now as well. I hope they reset the ranks for other routes, right? Listen to the way he says bug poop.
You're
It's
giving
depressing.
something so awesome to useless bug poop like me?
Like it's
Thank
this
you so
desperation
much.
in this poor lad's voice. This desperation to get a present. This relief.
My memories were the worst of the worst. I never had great memories like all of you did.
And I think, like, again, it's one of those things where, like a lot of people didn't have good memories, right? A lot of people had really horrible memories. But I think even, like, he's saying he didn't even have, like, you know, the memory of friends, you know what I mean? The memory of people who loved him, which is crazy as well.
I'm really shocked that Leo doesn't exist, though. I'm not sure if I can ever recover from that.
That's... Oh my god. Oh my god. The game said, shut the hell up. Are you feeling emotional now? That hit me so hard. The fact he's like, my dog. I didn't even think of that. I know like all of our friends don't exist, but like the one thing that gave him comfort in his memories was Leo the dog, and Leo doesn't even exist.
But I can't just wallow in despair. We had to kill Ava to learn this truth.
I don't like the emphasis on had because we didn't have to do it. We had to get the truth, yes, but like, you know what I mean.
I'll bear the guilt of killing her. There's only one way I can do that.
We all
now.
have to bear that guilt, Shoma. Every one of us, we did something wrong there. We did something horrible there.
And that's to help all of you keep living. To connect the life I've consumed to other lives.
Very interesting.
If it comes down to it, I'll protect your lives with my own. For Ava's sake as well.
So, yes, very, very happy. Not happy with the body vendor. Like, oh, that was great. But I mean, in terms of like a story beat, yes. It's like, yeah, that's what I want with Shoma. That's the type of stuff I did want with Shoma. And I feel like with Shoma here, you know, what's interesting about this is that like it's 100% like in a way you could say it's trying to make yourself feel better. You know what I mean? We all did something horrible that day, and we can try and justify it to the cows come home. We can try and like act like, you know, it wasn't some horrible thing to see like this character begging for their life as we killed them. You know what I mean? We can deny it all we want, but what we did that day was a horrific thing. You can argue as well that he did care about Ava, which I do think at some point he did. But the facts are is like I do think it's also a little bit of like I'm going to carry on her life to bring connected with everyone else. It's like, well, she wants to live herself, you know? The other thing about this conversation as well, which is so depressing, is that I never even thought of it like that, which is like, you know, probably one of the reasons why Shoma still is so self-deprecating is like he says, you know, I'm horrible, is because no one in his memories ever loved him. You know what I mean? His dog was the only person that loved him, and now that dog doesn't even exist. Even in his own memories, right? His solace in his own memories was that he had this one creature, right? This one creature. And can I say this now? I think that Shoma is the only character who could probably take solace in his memories beyond anyone, because now it's like, oh, everybody hated you, everyone treated you poorly. And while I'm not saying that he's going to have that trauma with him forever, but now he knows that like everyone in this group loves him. You know? So actually, the first time you ever had interactions with real people and people that weren't in your false memories, you gained like a bunch of friends. And that's a good way. Like, I wish I could say that to him. Like, it's like, obviously you don't want to say like, hey, maybe it's a good thing that people were mean to you. I didn't mean it like that. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying like, actually, you know for a fact that when you interact with people in real life, they like you a lot. And they want to help you. You know? And they care about you. Yeah. So I suppose now, what could we do to prepare? We could do a BP paddle, but I don't. With such little days left, I don't think it's going to be that beneficial. Takamaru, but then I don't think we're going to get much out of Takamaru, but we can give him like one present, right? I think we could probably guess what Takamaru would like, and like it'd be fun to guess what he likes, right? It'd be fun to guess what he likes. Let's see. My two boys here as well. Like the helmet, right? He's gonna like the helmet. Let's be honest here. He's gonna like the helmet. Right? The tiger helmet? Yeah. Yeah, he does. I forget what his saying is after he gets a present.
Are you sure I can have
Oh my god, he's so happy.
Hell, you just turned me into mush.
It doesn't take much to turn you into mush, okay? It doesn't. You know it doesn't. Oh, nice. A good boost there, right? A very good boost there. Actually, it might be good to like upgrade medicine if we can at some point, but we obviously it's not open.
The countdown. I'm fully. Be sure to rest when you can.
Oh, he's so supportive. Imagine watching TV on that screen. You're watching like a soap opera and like their heads are up on top there, floating over, or like, you know, warped. Another day gone, another day done. With so few days left, our next battle must be coming soon. I can hardly get myself to sit still, but keeping up my stamina is part of being prepared. I need to get a good night's rest so I can be ready for anything. I force myself to sleep in order to conserve my energy. Whoa. Whoa.
Huh?
Taki, you're awake.
What the hell?
But thank goodness you're awake now.
I don't remember this one at all. Maybe it's because we only got to day 91 one time?
Welcome back, Taki.
Oh, this is painful as well, right? I always love these scenes. Look at them.
So, it was all a dream? All of it?
It's going to be okay, Taki. I don't know what happened, but
Look at the happiness in his face. Okay, maybe I do remember this. I think he did wake up from a dream before.
I'm always by your side. You know that, right?
Man, the relief of the idea that this would be a dream would be an insane thing. An insane thing, right? Like, oh my god, you mean we didn't have to make these horrible choices? You mean nobody died? You mean I never had to, like, you know, put anyone in danger?
Just like you always protect me. I'll be sure to protect you too.
All the glitches as well. Look at this.
Taki, I love you.
Oh, and then it cuts off, of course. But at least we have a date with Izobi after all this, right? That was a brutal one. Imagine that relief, like, you wake up from a dream for a split second and you think, oh my god, everything was a dream.
Good morning. It's time, sure. So work well.
And then you find out that it wasn't after all. Like, a legitimately horrible thing to think about. I dream about Karawa, who exists only in my memories. Until now, those dreams had always strengthened my resolve to keep fighting. But now I knew they weren't spontaneous. They've been induced artificially to give me That's insane when you think about that. They're on certain days, it feels like, to get you past the next stretch. That is insane. Even for all that, memories of my days with Karawa are still precious to me. They may not be real, but that feeling is. And I'm not just fighting for her anymore. I have other reasons too.
When this is all over, when we get back to a
Oh
normal
my
life,
god.
would you like to go out somewhere with me?
Honestly, like, not a bad motivation. The girl I love, going on a date, not a bad motivation. For her as well, the guy I love, going on a date, not a bad motivation. I just have to make this work. Go to the cafeteria again. Yeah, like you know what I mean? That's not like a, oh wow, like that's a very shallow motivation. No, it's a good motivation. It's the same thing as someone saying, I can't wait to try that sandwich. If someone said to me right now in this place, I can't wait, I wish it was all over because I could go back and try that ham and cheese sandwich that I usually get from this local store, that's a discount store. While it's not the best thing in the world, I miss the taste of it. You know? I'd be like, that's a great motivation. You know what I mean? That's a great motivation. What's the matter? You look like you totally ghastly. Did you have the nightmare? A nightmare? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Well, that can totally happen. It's normal, given the situation we're in. Well, we're down to less than 10 days now. Let's hustle. 1 + 1 does not equal 2. For us, it equals 200 because we're 10 times stronger. Yeah, right. He's like, yeah, sure. Very good. Thank you. Okay. Just like again, you're seeing like this kind of like that feeling. Again, it's always weird when it comes to the like last few days, right? It was, and this is the first time, this second time only we've gotten to like the 100 days out of like we've gotten 3 endings so far and we've done 2 routes before this. Full routes. Good morning, Takumi. Shion, you made it. Yes, I couldn't stay holed up in there anymore. I only have a few more days left. I want to spend as much time with you guys as I can. That's right, when the war is over, we'll have to say goodbye to you. Tsubasa has such a connection with Shion. I was just starting to really warm up to him too. I feel it's important to treasure my time with you all because it's so limited. And our hardships aren't over yet. The most brutal battle of all still awaits us. So let's do this together. We're not alone. We have each other. We can overcome this together as friends. I know we can do it. Shion. When you put it that way, we have to fight a way for sure. Let's do it. We got this. We got this. Yes, Shoma. That's what I want. Let's go. Oh my god, I just realized I'm cheering for like, again, it's, you know what, I caught up with the moment, then it's like, wait, we're all saying let's go for this like decimation of the planet, and I just so caught up with the moment of Shoma just being excited, you know? Let's all come together and win this war once and for all. You know what I mean? It's like, there it is. That's right, I'm not alone. I have a team, my friends, my family. We can rise to the challenge as a united front. Just the idea gives me a small salvation. We won't lose, guys. We'll take back our future with our own hands. That must be so painful. Oh my, it's truly lovely to have such ugly friends supporting you. Now, for some reason, when he calls us ugly, it's like the funniest thing in the world. I don't know why. It has to be intentional, right? It has to be intentional now. Like, because before it was like, you're all ugly. And it's like really sad and like horrible to witness. And now it's like the funniest thing ever when he calls us ugly. Roused by Shion's words, we triumphantly devoured breakfast. After that, we all set to prepare the next defensive battle. So it's going to be more free time. There was no time to waste. Everyone else is busting their butts to be the best, to be at their best. I need to do whatever I can too. So, I'm going to end the episode here, guys. And again, you might have noticed, like, I think we have been doing like a few shorter episodes here or there. Not that they're totally short. I still think an hour, like I always say, like I want to do like a minimum an hour, right? But as I said, I'm not rushing to get to the end of this route. Like, I'm actually like kind of like a bit worried. I'm scared, but also at the same time too, it's like we've been playing big chunks of this ever since like April, right? So I definitely want to like, you know, it's not about slowing down. It's about just like, okay, like, you know, let's make sure we're like pacing ourselves towards the end, right? You know, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening. There's gonna be a lot of crazy stuff happening. I'm aware of that. You guys are aware of that too. But I'm still very excited. I think it's also like one of those things where like we got 9 days left. You know what I mean? And I don't know what's happening after that, but like every time we end a route, it feels weird. You know, it feels so weird. I'm looking at that clock right now and it feels weird. But yeah, we now have a new commander, the Paragon of Warfare. He came back and seemed to like want to get revenge for his son, right? And that's why he did that thing to Takumi. And I wonder if like that was like just what that then and there he wanted to get an assessment for us. He found out we were the commander. He looked, the first thing he said when he came here, and again, he was assessing us. The first thing he said was like, you're all sleeping here right now when all this stuff is happening around you. You're all just sleeping. And I think it's like a very like important thing to note because, or a very important aspect of that, because like when he says like, oh, I'm assessing you, sometimes it's like, you know, it's like, oh, I'm assessing you just by beating you up. He also like not only like, yes, he like assessed us in a way of like fighting us, but also in a way of just like observing us. He walked through the flames and said, you guys are all sleeping when there's a battle going on. Also, he's able to walk through the flames. He has so much defense. So as Yugumu said, probably the best chance we have is to destroy them from the inside out. And I'm not sure how like we're going to do that. I'm not sure how that's going to go. But I imagine it's going to be a precision thing, right? It's going to be able to get the like a very precise action that goes along with that as well. And I wonder how well we're going to be able to do that as well. Hopefully we'll be able to do it very well at the same time too. It's a scary prospect just because we're fighting another unknown. We're now about to go into a situation where we have another commander we've never really known of before that now we don't know what their true feelings are. They have a different attitude from Veshness. They don't like Veshness. They have different values. They have different beliefs. But they still are going to come back to fight us at some point. So we know we have to deal with that at some point in some way, shape, or form. That's difficult. That's difficult for me because like now it's kind of like it's an unknown new quantity, you know, in this whole battle as well. He can walk through flames. He has this immense defensive powers. He said he was ousted as a leader, so I guess at some point you can say that he was like a more powerful than Veshness. If Veshness was able to like oust him, it was probably after all the stuff she absorbed. Also, it shows that familial relationship they have with in the commanders as well, where he was like with the Futurums as well, showcasing once again something we already know is that they have like a very they have families, they have lives, they have history. At one point, he literally says, like, you know, it's like, I came back for my son. My son was too weak to fight in the war. And now he died because of that. And we saw him. He begged for his life as he died. And that's such a horrible thing to think about as well. And that's why I feel like he was so cold when he came here too. He just like instantly chopped up Takumi's head, not caring whatsoever about the what was going to happen after that. He didn't care at all. And that is, regardless of what anyone thinks, like a very, very scary thing. It's a very scary thing. And not only that, but he also called out the idea of us calling the little enemies cannon fodder. He's like, that's also what Veshness calls them. These little minion creatures she creates, by the way. They're just cannon fodder to her. They're nothing. Which, like, once again, it's like, again, calling into question like our beliefs and our morals. It's like, you call them a cannon fodder. you're fighting for this this wrong side. You're with our second coming, our the child that was stolen, all this stuff. Once again calling our morals into question as well. I do like that they had, again, by the way, like the rank 5 conversations once again with Shoma. I think it was actually like a good one. I think it was good to have Shoma as a character there, like actually like open up in that way. It's very sad to think about that, but I hope Shoma realizes that like people do like him here as well. A lot of stuff is going to happen going forward. We have 9 days left in this route. This was a long route. It was. I think overall, so far, all the episodes, while we're on like part like 74, I think that it's been like 20 something episodes, which is close, I think, to what the original playthrough was. The original playthrough was, or the original route, I think it was like, what, 50 episodes? 44, 45? I don't know. I don't really keep track of that too much. I think like sometimes like people will come to me, they're like, hey, this was part whatever. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's cool. But with that, guys, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for supporting the series. In the next one, we're probably going to be getting into some serious stuff, I'm guessing. Which is why the next episode is probably, if it's going to be a battle and some other stuff after that, it's probably going to be a long, chunky episode. It will definitely be. I'm excited. I'm super excited, but also super scared. Thank you so much to everyone who watches this. Thank you so much to my patrons and to my YouTube members at the highest tier of my Patreon on YouTube. That is Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Delicious Felix, Yuled, Radish and Newsta, Lynx Markey, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, Hike Experian, Jared Beanham at the highest tier of my YouTube, Royal Gamer 7 and Bosco. I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.